Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Happy Hour Live. Cheers. Today, we have a very special guest from Franco's Metro in Fort Lee. This is a great restaurant. It's been around for a long time. A lot of people love it. It's a lot of, people's family favorites. And they offer a huge menu, full of really great Italian dishes. And it's a really eclectic place. There's obviously a bar, so we're going to talk about some of the cocktails there. But yeah, again, it's a great family restaurant that a lot of people have been going to. So I want to welcome Jean Bazzarelli. Hi, Jean. Thank you so much for joining me.
Hey, Rebecca. How are you?
I am great. How are you?
Hi. I'm doing wonderful. Thanks for having me.
Yes, thanks so much for being on the show. So tell us a little bit about what Franco's Metro has been doing, and if you guys have anything new going on.
Yeah, so, obviously the world has changed for everybody, and that includes the restaurant industry. We've had to do some major things to kind of, stay in business and survive and kind of adapt to the new times. And one thing that's great about our business is that because we have so many different things going on, the takeout, the delivery, the catering, all these different elements, we're able to kind of modify and adjust these things in order to survive these trying times, where a lot of restaurants aren't able to, sadly.
Right.
We're able to survive, and thank God for that.
Yeah, thank God. And tell me a little bit about some of the things. So you guys are offering to go, I know.
Yeah.
You also have cocktails to go, is that right?
Sure. Yeah, we do. We have a cocktail menu. It's available at francosmetro.com, where we feature not only signature cocktails, we do beers to go, bottles of wine to go. We have two categories: a $15 wine category and a $25. So it's not breaking the bank. And some really quality wines on those lists. And then we serve our cocktails in these really cool plastic mason jars. We offer an incentive for customers if they bring it back to us. We give them a discount on their next cocktail. So it gives you an opportunity to kind of bring back that we were kind of recycling this as well throughout the season. And customers really like these things. They're about 16 ounces. We serve them to go with these really cool kind of eclectic straws. And it creates an experience other than just sitting at our bar.
Right. I know that's a tough thing. You can't get the ambiance of the bar. For a long time, we weren't able to have any cocktails from restaurants at home. So we can, we have them for a few months. So that's awesome that you guys are offering it. Are there any of the cocktails that you're going to make for us today available for your to-go?
Everything on our list is available to go. Even if a customer asks me for a Rob Roy, Dirty Martini, whatever their favorite drink is, those things are available to go. We are doing three signature cocktails today. They're pretty interesting cocktails, and I think you'll like them.
Awesome. Let's jump into the first one. So what's the name of the first cocktail that you're going to tell us how to make?
Thank you. We do a play off of Negroni. Now, Negroni is a famous Italian classic cocktail. We make ours Bianco style, which is a white Negroni in essence. Okay. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to start with our rocks glass, and we're going to drop one of these really cool ice balls inside. Now, all the Negroni start with a gin. Now, the Negroni came to be because Count Negroni in Florence, Italy, way back when, said this drink is not strong enough. So they added Campari and the aperitif and all these different elements to the drink, and hence the Negroni was born. So now we make this white Negroni, which the playoff that's a little bit lighter, not as heavy, but we do it a little bit differently. So I use Malfi gin, which is a really nice, light Italian lemon gin. So staying with the kind of theme of the Italian drink. And I'm going to pour about 2 ounces there. Okay. In exchange of the Campari, which goes in the Negroni, I use Suzette. It's a French aperitif. It's a little bit lighter. It has some really nice rustic elements to it. It kind of tastes grainy almost. So I'm going to add that to my drink. Okay, it changes the color of the drink, you see. And then I'm going to finish with Lillet. Now, everybody loves Lillet. This is that wine spirit from France. It comes in a rosé version as well if you want to switch it up. But Lillet gets poured on top, and I'm going to do about 2 ounces of that as well. Okay. So my Negroni is going to be finished. My white Negroni is going to be finished with a lemon peel, whereas a regular Negroni normally is an orange peel. I'm just going to drop that in to kind of float around the ball there, and I'm going to finish it with a little bit of a stir to get kind of all those juices going.
Right.
And that's my cocktail. That's our white Negroni.
I love that. I love how simple it is, but really, really fresh. And My coworker Esther, her favorite drink is a Negroni, so I'm sure that she will be thrilled to see this, and we'll have to get one next time she's at Franco's Metro.
One of the things that we do here is we really take pride in the classic cocktails. I mean, we're one of the only places where you can still find a Harvey Wallbanger on the menu, right?
Right.
So we embrace those classic cocktails, but we also look towards the future, and that's kind of the essence of our business. I mean, our business has been around for 50 years. My parents started this business in 1972, so if I didn't embrace the old school and kind of look towards the new school, I wouldn't kind of keep true to what this business is all about.
I love that. Yeah. And I think that's why a lot of your customers have hung around. You know, I've spoken to so many of your customers who are like, oh yeah, this is our family restaurant. This is where we go, you know, every year. And I think that's probably why it's that old familiar comfort that they're getting.
We love that. Thanks, Rebecca.
No problem. So let's talk about the next one. So do you have another classic cocktail with a twist for us?
We do. So the White Russian is a drink that is on every paper diner menu that you've ever gone to. It shows the White Russian. We do ours with sea salt caramel. Over the last couple of years, sea salt caramel has become really popular. So one of the things we use is Stoli caramel vodka. This can be found pretty much at any liquor store. If you don't find it, you can special order it. But it's a caramel infused vodka. And what I'm going to do first, before I even start that, is I'm going to teach you how to properly rim a glass. Because I can't tell you how many new bartenders we get here that don't know how to rim a glass properly. And it's very, very frustrating. So I'm going to show you so you know at home how to do it.
This is a great tip. I don't think anybody's shown us how to properly rim a glass, so this is perfect.
So the first thing you're going to do, I'm going to start with caramel because that's the essence of this drink. You can use lemon. You could use, you could rim the glass with, top the glass with a lemon peel to kind of get it moist and wet. Some bartenders like to use water. You could use vermouth. A lot of different things. I like to use for a sweet drink like this. I like to use either caramel. This can be found at any shop, right? Any grocery store. And I'm just going to kind of put a circle in my plate here, the same type of circumference as the glass. You see? Mm-hmm. Then I'm going to grab my coupe glass for this drink, and I'm just going to round about, try to get that a little bit moist. All right, there's that word, moist.
Perfect.
Okay, there we go. I think I've got enough there. And what most people want to do is they want to stamp it. It's not a stamp.
Yes, that's what I would want to do.
They want to stamp it. You have to kind of caress it so that you pick up all of that kind of crushed material. We're using crushed biscotti for this one. You could use graham cracker. Some drinks call for all different sorts of things. But what I'm going to get at the end of this is a nicely rimmed coupe glass. And that's exactly what I want for this cocktail. So that's going to be done. I'm going to leave that over there, and I'm going to grab that in 1 second. Now I'm going to make my drink. So I'm going to go into my shaker. I'm going to put just enough ice that I can pull it off. And I'm going to start my drink with 1 ounce of Stoli caramel. Now I'm going to free pour. We use a jigger here, but my free pour is going to be 1. Okay. Next element is my Jackson Morgan salted caramel cream. Now this is really interesting. This is going to be hard to find at boutique liquor stores. You'll be able to find this. If you don't have this, you can always use rum chata. Rum chata is great. It's a nice neutral base. Okay. I'm just going to splash that.
That sounds delicious already.
Yeah. I'm going to grab a touch of cream real fast. Sorry. I'm just going to add that to the drink. Sorry to come off screen for a second.
That's all right.
Our cream in the fridge. Just a touch. And then I'm going to finish with Kahlua. Now, this is what makes it the Red Russian, the vodka and the Kahlua, right? And I'm just going to do 1 ounce of it, okay? Now I'm going to stir and not shake. I have cream in this. If I shake this vigorously, I'm going to break up all that cream, and you're going to have something that's kind of coagulated and nasty. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to stir this, kind of get all those flavors going.
That's a good tip for your White Russian. Don't shake it. You want to stir.
I like to stir. Anything with cream, I like to stir. Anything with soda, I like to stir. Too, because you start shaking soda, guess what? You're gonna have to buy your customers some new clothing. All right, and then I'm gonna pour my awesome cocktail into my coupe.
It looks amazing.
We're gonna garnish this with a couple coffee beans.
Oh,
to bring out the flavor of the Kahlua. Okay, and there you go. Voila.
Amazing.
This is our sea salt caramel White Russian.
I love the idea of biscotti around the rim. I don't think I've ever seen that. So that's such I obviously I love biscotti, but it's almost like you're getting your little coffee and biscotti with this cocktail.
It's great. It's a really popular drink. People love it. It's one of those what kind of warms your bones for the cold weather. Really popular around Thanksgiving, and we're going to sell a ton of these. So we're excited to produce it again.
Yes, that's awesome. I know, and I love that this is a great cocktail idea for the winter time. Now that we're basically in it, and I think your last drink is also seasonal. Am I right about that?
Yeah, it sure is. And I just have one question for you, Rebecca.
Sure.
Too soon or what? Is it too soon?
I would not say too soon. Hey, you know what? Give me 1 second. I'll match you.
See, now we're in the spirit.
We're in the spirit.
I have my happy hour live here.
Oh my God! I wish I had one. Now I gotta make a happy hour live.
I'll tell you what. I'll send you one. All right.
Oh, perfect.
That's it. That's in keeping in the spirit, because guess what? After this year, we all could use a little bit of holiday cheer.
I agree. I don't think it's too soon to celebrate. Let's just be happy.
Totally. Let's jump into our Jingle Juice. Now, this is a cocktail that we make every year. People come back for this drink. They absolutely love it. It's our Franco's Jingle Juice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a Collins glass. I have a really nice tall Collins glass. It's really pretty. And I'm going to add ice all the way up into this glass. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm also going to add these dried craisins. Okay. You can use real cranberries for this too, but if you've ever eaten a real cranberry, they're kind of bitter and they're really not palatable and not really edible. So we're going to add just craisins to this, because I have a lot of customers who like to sit there after they've had a few of these and pick out the craisins. Right? So that's sitting in the glass just like so. All right, place that up there for a second. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, actually, I almost forgot. Let me keep my theme. Okay, so I'm going to rim the glass first. So remember I told you about rimming the glass, you can use a lemon peel?
Yep.
So I'm going to use a lemon wedge here, and I'm just going to go around the sides of it. And I am going to use that same technique I used before, and I'm going to rim this. I have this awesome pink watermelon sugar.
Oh, yum.
I'm just going to have that there. Now, when I put rocks inside this glass, I got to be careful that I'm not dropping all of those sugar granules into the glass. So I'm just going to be really careful how I do this.
Okay, good.
Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to add my cranberries. Okay. All right. So my cranberries. Okay, good.
Yes. I love the idea of having a little snack after it with your cranberries.
Well, people like things floating in their drinks, especially like pretty cool garnishes like this. So there's my cranberries. I have the glass ready to go. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to grab my Stoli raspberry. You can use Stoli strawberry, Stoli raspberry, Stoli strawberry. They're kind of similar in this sense because they just add that kind of fruity flavor to the drink.
Right.
And I'm going to go ahead and do like probably like a 2 ounce. Okay. Let's give it a little bit more. It's been a tough year.
Yeah, we need that. We need that extra Stoli.
Then I'm going to use my white cranberry juice. Now, white cranberry juice, if you've never had it before, it's great. It's not as tart, not as bitter as regular cranberry juice. It's kind of more fruit flavored, and it's a little bit more basic, kind of even keel. So I use that in a lot of my holiday cocktails. So
Right.
I'm just going to pour that in there.
Nice. That's a good tip in case anybody wants something, a simple mixer. Spring for the white cranberry juice.
We use we make another drink around the holidays called the White Snowflake Cosmo. It's a similar type of recipe, and I use the white cranberry juice versus red cranberry juice. It sits really, really nice.
Right.
I'm going to finish this drink with a little bit of fish, so I'm going to put some Sprite or 7 Up or whatever you have. Okay, that's going to add some fish.
We love some sparkle.
Remember, when you pour and you have a rimmed glass, you want to stop right before the rim of the sugar, or else all your rim is going to fall into the glass. Right.
Right.
I'm going to garnish with a mint sprig.
Mm.
Okay, it's going to get that color going. And I'm going to go back to my eclectic candy cane straw. And voila. That's our Jingle Juice here at Franco's Metro.
I love the red and green. I love it. It's so, I'll have to go in and try it because I just imagine it tasting like that perfect, winter cocktail.
It's delicious. And, we work hard on making these drinks, and we want people to kind of enjoy the season. And that's why we do things at Franco's to kind of embrace the weather changing and whatnot. And hopefully you get to the season as well as one of our customers.
Definitely. So let me ask you this. Can people get these cocktails as of now?
Yes. So These cocktails are available starting today. If you want to come in, you grab one of these cocktails. If you want to call us over the phone, order one for delivery or for takeout, no problem at all.
Awesome. So people can go on and they can get their Christmas started a little bit early. You don't have to wait. You can go to Franco's and they'll serve you.
Thank you so much for that. Yeah, we're looking forward to a decent fourth quarter. We got some bad news today, as we talked about with the bar, but you know what?
Right.
Over here, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying, like you reminded us, per the governor's orders, people can no longer sit at bars and restaurants have to close at 10 p.m. So I know that you guys are adjusting because of that.
Yeah, we've made some changes, just like we've gone throughout this entire pandemic. To just so you know, I want to make a note. Normally, I'm wearing a mask. I took it off just so you can hear me clearly and I'm spaced out properly. But it's something that's important to us. And in the fourth quarter, we're hoping to finish up the year really strong and kick off a fantastic 2021. I cannot wait for 2021.
Yes, say goodbye to this year. I'm with you. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Jean. We really, really appreciate it. And, again, you guys can make these at home or you can swing by Franco's Metro in Fort Lee and have them for yourself. Cheers.
Cheers to you, Rebecca. Thanks so much.
And thank you all for watching. I hope you got into some festive spirit today watching. And we will see you next week for a little bit of seasonal cocktails. We're prepping for Thanksgiving, so look out for that soon.